Hey everybody, this is Grace, and in this video I'm going to talk about when a person is in some kind of relationship with what some people would just call a narcissist, but it's not. It's a toxic person, and it can be like a dysfunctional family and certain members of the dysfunctional family. It could be the person you're in a relationship with, an intimate or romantic relationship. It could be somebody even at work, anybody that you would expect some kind of affection from. Now at work, it's a different thing, but when you get close to people at work and say you have something good happen, you expect some kind of feeling to come from them. And you could be wrong. I mean, expecting anything, some would say, is just wrong anyway. I don't agree with that, but not across the board. With your family members, your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, your nieces, nephews, whomever, you might expect them to show some kind of affection for you, some kind of loving, caring, to be there for you, just as you are with them, okay? And just as you were possibly raised to believe that families are there for one another. But you don't get it. You don't get that from them. You get instead just coldness and or them wanting to get things from you. They only contact you whenever they need something from you. This kind of thing. And in a romantic relationship, of course, you expect that person to show their affection, show their loving, caring, and along this line, toward you. Their feelings and all toward you, and not that kind of coldness either. Coldness and just, it's all about them. You don't matter. You don't expect them to do that. You expect them to show that they care, and you show them the same. Be, all the people in your life. I wouldn't say all. There might be some, but it could be that you have a totally dysfunctional family. You don't get much affection from people in any situation, and so you're kind of starved for affection. Starved for people to notice you exist. Starved for people to show some goodness toward you, just as you do toward others. I'm not saying for a person just to feel like they need it all and nobody, not give it back. But instead, you're around a lot of takers. Instead of givers, they're takers. They don't share. And you wind up being starved for their, this kind of affection and this kind of emotions and feelings toward you. Communication is important. So say you try to communicate it, you do communicate it to this person or these people, your family, your spouse, your whatever, and maybe not so much at work, but it depends. At work it could be considered as harassment, but you communicate that you from your family and your loved ones, that you don't feel like you're getting this kind of affection, they're not affectionate towards you, and so on along that line. Instead, this kind of person who's more, abusive or toxic abusive, they would use that as an opportunity. They might. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. They might use that opportunity to basically throw water on a drowning person, to make it worse. To show you that you are nothing, you do not matter to them. Okay, and they might feel, they get their thrill out of that. Thrill out of hurting you, thrill out of harming you, making you, you are vulnerable, and you should be able to be vulnerable, like such as that, is to ask for what you need from a loved one. And they're going to show you, no, you can't, because I'm only going to use that to hurt you. Now, and say that a person is in a marriage or relationship and they're not getting this need, and this kind of abuse is happening. Now, some people think that cheating only happens when with a narcissistic person. Now, these kinds of things are not 100 across the board, one size fits all. It could be the person who's starving for affection that cheats. They can't get it. Say the other person, their partner, husband, wife, whatever, is keeping them, is abusive and keeping them under, socioeconomic abuse to where they can't afford to move out. They can't afford to leave. They can't afford it. Okay, so they're stuck. They are stuck there. Now, this is no justification at all for cheating. None. But to be understanding of that's what some people might do. They need that affection. They're getting nothing. They're dying. They're wilting. They're dying in the sense of emotionally dying because they're not getting that affection from their significant other, and that they isolate their the abusive person isolates them from others. So yeah, cheating can happen. No excuse for it though. Okay, and then other kinds of situations, the person might act out. Let's call it acting out, such as in a dysfunctional family. Adults, teenage adults, they may do things that are totally irresponsible. They're acting out because they're not getting what they need. Or some people go totally no contact with family members because they're not getting what they need, which is that love, affection, caring, and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I need to go into the garden center, and so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you want to subscribe to this channel and you haven't already, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.